Hello. I'm Martin, founder of Vida360, a company providing virtual tours and drone photography as well as accurate 3D photogrammetry models. Today, I would like to tell you about the creation of my first photogrammetry model, how successful it was, and of course, which problems appeared during the process. So, I always take bus number 74 to work, and every time we get to that large crossroad, I look up and see an old factory. In fact, I've never checked or asked anyone in the neighborhood what it was used for. It's abandoned, and the area around it takes up a large chunk of the city center where I live, and I often wonder like how the factory has survived and been kept under the radar of greedy investors and construction companies. So after my brother and I founded Vida360, we bought the DJI Matrice 4E drone. Let me show you, which is a high quality professional photogrammetry drone. And after that, I opened Google Maps to find an interesting place to capture with my new drone. I remembered that every day, actually, I see a beautiful old building on the way to work, the old factory. So I decided to map it, but problems, of course, appeared. Let me tell you about the problems. So firstly, I don't have a car, and to this date, I still carry the large suitcase of the DJI Matrice 4E around on public transport. So the first day, I went to the factory and confidently deployed the drone. I had watched a video on how to create a 3D model exactly with the drone I had bought. So I felt kind of confident, and I started like an area mission. But when I hit the start button, the drone wouldn't start it. So after minutes of trying to figure out what was wrong, I landed the drone and went home. I was kind of frustrated because I hadn't achieved anything. So I actually saw when I came home that the problem was with the RTK. That meant that I hadn't enabled RTK, the precise GPS data that is needed to create an accurate 3D model. So I searched on Google for RTK networks, and of course I found a bunch of websites offering like free RTK services. So I tried next day, went to the factory and tried to connect to one of these free networks. It was unsuccessful, so I went home even more frustrated. I contacted like people from Facebook drone groups in Bulgaria, and they recommended a paid service. So I managed to connect with them and get 2 weeks free trial on the RTK network in order to test. So the third day, I went to the factory with more confidence than the days before, and I started the drone, uploaded the mission, and that was actually it from my side. I was literally scared looking at the remote controller screen because the drone did all the work itself, and the speed, the capture speed was so fast. I was really impressed and astonished. So the flight mission was said to be quite long. So and I could see that my only battery was going low. So I went home, and the next day, for the fourth time, I went to the factory, and now I was almost sure I would make it and I would complete the long drone mission. And when I saw on the remote controller, mission completed 100%, I was relieved. I went home, immediately uploaded the photos in the processing software, and after 3 days, the model was ready. And the accuracy, of course, was impressive. When I looked at the model, the detail was so good that I even thought, like, this is not a 3D model. This is just a collection of very well stitched, like high quality photos from a professional camera. So yeah, I would like to also explain to you why a 3D model is useful for you. So a 3D model gives you precise spatial data for renovation, in our case, of an old factory, restoration and construction monitoring. It helps preserve cultural heritage sites and supports smarter decision making and many other benefits. Because from each model you can extract lots of information, accurate measurements, for example, distance, area, and volume of the objects. You can also inspect like structural conditions in detail and then export these files into CAD or BIM workflows. So that was pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening to my story. And I just wanted to say that we're just beginning a whole new journey into photogrammetry. I believe so much in Vita 360, of course, in my brother who also works in my company, and in all of you, of course, who are watching this video. And if you're curious about anything, about the story, about how it worked, if you want me to share some tips, I would of course answer them. You're more than welcome to ask. So yeah, stay tuned and see you.